based in the Darnell, Sheffield 9 area. Lucy Melanie, who is the manager, first of all, thank you and welcome. If you'd like to briefly elaborate about your project.
Hello, I'm Lucy. I lead the team at Darnell WellBeing. The project's been around in Darnell, supporting the people to stay well for over 15 years, and I've started with Darnell WellBeing, I think, in 2008. And I've really enjoyed getting to know the community and the people. It's a really wonderful place to work and to live in terms of the variety of cultures and communities all in one space. Darnell WellBeing always tries to be open and accessible to all people in the community. We've got a really diverse workforce and a really diverse volunteer base. We have workers from Yemeni, Somali, Pakistani, white British, Slovak Roma community, as well as African Caribbean. We've got a whole range of volunteers as well that represent, I think, really well the diversity and mix of the area, and I think it's that energy and vibrancy that makes Darnell what it is today.
You've briefly and vaguely explained to us about the project and its existence. Over the last 15 years, how have you seen the health issues change in this Darnell area?
There are a lot of health needs in the community, in Darnell and Tinsley and neighbouring areas, and those needs are changing, particularly with new communities moving into the area. But as a project, Darnell WellBeing, what we do is offer general support and advice. So we offer one-to-one support for people that may want to make positive changes, either around diet or exercise, or managing their own health in terms of, for example, diabetes or chronic pain. And we also deliver group sessions. So one of the issues that has been identified is around low-level mental health or social isolation, people that are isolated and not connected with friends and neighbours and family for whatever reason. So we try to connect with those people through our existing contacts and connections, working with other organisations in the area. But we also deliver local groups and sessions, so that might be health walks, it might be Tai Chi, it might be play groups or coffee mornings, a whole range of different activities that allow people to engage and interact with other people. So as well as one-to-one support and group sessions, the thing that underpins everything that we do and makes the whole project work really well and connect with the community is our volunteers. So we support and recruit local people that help to promote our services, help support and even sometimes run things, like for example we have volunteers trained up to run our health walks. And what that does, it offers a friendly face. It's what we call like support from next door, so people like me, like you, that can help and share their experience and help other people engage or break down those barriers that people might face in accessing services or activities for their health.
Lucy, what I gathered from the conversation that one of the emphases is that you're trying to unite the community through healthy lifestyles and raising awareness of well-being. But also the indications are that particularly in this area, low levels of mental health and isolation. Why do you think this is a factor? What's creating this problem?
There are complex reasons why people may be isolated or have declining health or are at risk of, for example, unscheduled hospital admission or accessing A&E and being admitted to hospital. Sometimes that's because they don't have social connections. So a key barrier for people is if they can't speak the language, speak English, they're not able to access services or help earlier or when they really need it. Those that don't speak English, English isn't their first language, that can be a barrier to some people. Because they either don't necessarily know where to go for help or how to access it, and language is a big barrier for people, and therefore it puts their health at risk. So we try to, as I've mentioned, overcome those barriers by particularly having volunteers that might have community languages that also understand some of the barriers that communities might face, whether that's cultural or understanding around health and well-being. So as well as doing group work and one-to-one support and having volunteering, which also gives people the knowledge and skills and experience to pass on that knowledge to their friends and family, and it has that ripple effect over time, which is really important. And it's not about me, it's not about the organisation, it's about the people in the community. So it's giving people the tools or supporting people to help themselves and others. And I think our volunteer scheme particularly helps bring people together from different communities to